Hi, my name is Paula, and throughout my life, I've been labeled as creative. And that label is usually followed up by the question, how do you come up with these ideas? So today I thought I would design some characters and try to explain to you how my brain works, and also show you how I can come up with ideas when my brain is not giving me anything. Now, we're gonna start with me sharing how I came up with this concept to begin with and why I wanted to create this video. And it happened this weekend in my shower. I was just mindlessly staring at the tiles and I saw this little character thing. Can you see it, or is it just me? Well, as soon as I saw it, I thought this figure was very similar to the Venus of Willendorf, which is a pretty famous piece of art history. I thought it looked like it because of the body, but then I saw that the figure on my tile had a really large head. This is what I saw, and I thought, oh, it's a cute little thing with a huge brain, bigger than its head. So it's an overthinker. So here I am sketching up my idea with this cute little fellow with big eyes and a huge brain that allows him to overthink. I actually erased the first brain I drew and made it larger to get the point across even better. I also wrote cute but an overthinker underneath because I think he is so cute, but he can't help himself. He overthinks everything. He just has an oversized brain. Brought my markers out to outline the drawing and I polished some of the line work. And I started to color with alcohol markers. I actually had no idea on what colors to use, so I thought I would use a little bit of purple, very much following the reference picture I used of an actual brain. But then it was time for me to go for the body and I was lost. I didn't know what color to use. And then I thought maybe a light bluish purple could work, and I did this, which looks so bad. The color is so bad. But in my defense, the swatch looked a little bit lighter and a little bit more purple. Anyhow, bad color choice. So I thought I would try to fix it by layering colored pencils on top. And yeah, I only painted half to see how it worked, and I thought it was an improvement and closer to what I envisioned. But sometimes I wish I could ask you what colors you would choose for my drawings, or to see how you would color them all together. I finished coloring the details and the letters and done. Because I used colored pencils, I did varnish this page with this spray varnish I use on my Create This Book pages too. I couldn't find the exact same one at Amazon, but it's manufactured by Montana Paints, and they do have a similar product from a different Montana range. Maybe I should have left that first illustration as a black and white line drawing, but I still like it. So for the next one, my idea was not so weirdly inspired. I just wanted to revisit something I had drawn and I wasn't fully happy with. I drew this piggy for I Create This Book prompt page, and I focused so much on getting the interactive cell phone pop-up part done that I was drained, and at the time of finishing the character, I just wanted to get it done. So I think I didn't give it the love and personality it deserved. So today I'm redrawing it. First, I wanted to change the proportions. I wanted it to have a larger head than a body, so reverse to what I actually did that time. I had the basic shapes down and I got stuck on the ears. What do little piggy's ears actually look like? So I googled cute pig and got this. Oh my god, it's so cute and furry. I modeled the ears from the reference image and then I changed the eyes. Erased them and drew them again. And guess what? I didn't like them again, so I very quickly erased them and drew them again. Polished the drawing, more details on the ears, and fixed the face and arms. Gave her a tail, made her a little bit fuzzy like the cute pig in the reference picture, and looked for a reference again to see how to draw its legs. And I erased the eyes and redrew them once more. This time I really like the eyes. I think they finally fit. I gave her a little retro cell phone like the original idea and a cute bow. I outlined it and ready to color it in. Now the alcohol marker set I have didn't have a soft or any shade close to what I wanted to use for this character, so I decided to use my Arrtx acrylic markers on her. I swatched them on the backside of my first illustrations since the markers had bled through and I thought that side was trashed anyhow. So I picked some colors and I started to paint. Not long into the painting process, I'm loving how these markers are so painterly and easy to blend. I was so happy painting that after I was done filming, I reached out to Arrtx and asked them if they could give me a new discount code in case you want to purchase these because they are really nice. So I'm gonna link that in the description below. Painting my girly was a really enjoyable process. I loved making her look furry. I outlined her again since some of the lines were covered by the paint and I called her done. I'm actually obsessed with her and her fuzziness. I'm calling her Fuzzy Lizzy. And her cuteness fueled me to draw another one. But I didn't know what to draw, so I thought I asked on my Instagram for emoji suggestions to use as inspiration. And there were a lot of suggestions, fun ones too, and among them I saw this. Oh my god, what? That seemed crazy. Ladybug, dolphin, and dragon. Someone wanted to see me sweat for sure. So I decided to make them happy and give it a go, although it seemed impossible. Couldn't think of what to do. I started with a ladybug, maybe with dragon wings? No. Okay, a dragon then. With what? A dolphin with dragon scales? Maybe? So I sketched this scary creature and played with it for a while. So ugly! But this was an interesting exercise. I did land on it being curved like a dolphin with fins and scales and a dragon face, with little antenna like a bug and big buggy eyes. I also referenced the original dragon emoji with the thick eyebrows and horns. Okay, yeah, it was bad, but I thought I could polish it on my other sketchbook. I started to draw and it was still looking mad or scary or creepy even, but at the end I changed the eyes and made it friendlier. Outlined and ready to color. I went with blue because there are blue ladybugs, and then grays and light blues representing the dolphin. I also added some green for the dragon emoji and black spots for the ladybug, of course. And done. I mean, is it my favorite? No, not my style, but it did exercise my brain and my creativity a lot. And you know what? They say creativity is a muscle that grows when you exercise it, so there. After using the paint markers twice, I thought I would use them again to cover the bleed through from the first character we drew, and then I wouldn't have to skip that page. So again, I wanted to try an idea that I really hadn't had a chance to really tackle, and that was drawing my own version of a Vizcacha, which is a type of rodent, or it's like a chinchilla that lives in my country, and it's actually endemic to such a small region of Ecuador that it's endangered. It's cute and special because it has long ears like a bunny and a long bushy tail like a squirrel. So cute. Okay, drew it with a bigger head than a body too, so it's cute and ready to be outlined and painted. I used the markers to cover the bleed and get the furry look. When I was coloring this, my desk was bursting with stuff. It was such a mess. I was painting, I was doing this video, I was doing so many things. So I didn't really have room, and I was also, of course, sitting on my chair, which didn't allow my dog to climb on the desk. So you can hear her crying in the background. And the crying is nonstop. So of course I cleared some space and let her climb on. You can see a little bit of her fur in the corner there watching. I continued to paint the little character and it was so much fun again. I really love using my markers like this. I am enjoying the painterly effect the markers get, especially in the fur and the blending. It was really fun and it made me like the character even more. With the little Vizcacha done, it was time to cover all the swatches I've made before. And at first, I thought I would do candy because the colors were pink. So I thought I researched what type of food the rodent eats, so I could maybe use some type of fruit and could include that fruit as some sort of candy. But it turns out that this animal has a very delicate stomach, just like a chinchilla basically, and it's better for it to only eat like grass and moss. But this species lives in a very dry area where I figure it's kind of hard for it to find its favorite food. So I thought I would just make a bunch of candy that is green and made out of moss and grass. And that would be like the best treat ever for this little guy. So I had some lollipops and a grass cupcake, and then I put it on the middle of a grassy meadow because that would be paradise for it. And because of that, I also added some cute little green hearts. I truly adore this illustration, it's so cute. So happy that I thought, okay, I'll do one more. Again, I didn't have something else that I wanted to do, so back to the Instagram suggestions. Someone had suggested to do an otter with chocolate and blueberries, but that was not really clicking with me, and that dragon weird thing drained that part of my brain. So I just decided to merge the otter idea with the next suggestion, which was galaxy. I was going to draw a little otter floating in a galaxy. Drew my little guy again with the big head and I drew him very, very happy, like all of the otters I saw when I was looking for reference images. They are really the cutest things and they look like they're smiling. And mine, he's holding a star. I outlined everything like I always do, and right after I was done outlining, I thought, if it's in space, maybe I should give it an astronaut's helmet and have him floating out of his small spaceship. So I drew all that, outlined that part, and started to color. I used a bunch of purples and grays and of course black to do the galaxy, but I wanted it to look a little bit like water, so it's not really blended. It's more like wavy lines. I was just having a lot of fun with all the colors and testing my markers. Then I remember I had some metallic markers as well, so I just added more stripes and things for it to be nicer. And I thought I was done. But in the afternoon when I was showing it to my daughter, I realized it didn't have any stars. So I added those, and I also added some highlights to the helmet to try to make it look like it's closed glass. And that was it. So we can finally flip through the characters we created today. Here's the otter whose only name can be Otto, right? Otto, the space otter, and he's too cute. And then we have this little weirdo. I can't look at it too long because I don't like it. So, if I look at it too much, I'm going to want to paint over it. But I still have no clue on how to improve on this idea, so I'm just going to let it go. And then to Fussy Lizzy and her friend who's cute and furry like her. And finally, back to the first illustration, the one that gave me the idea to create this video in the first place. Oh, and my daughter did swatch my markers for me, so now I don't have to swatch them on random pages. So now I just have to figure out what to do with this page I painted and makes no sense. That's it from me today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having the most beautiful day. And if you're listening to this, pardon about my voice. I've been kind of sick. This is why the video is late too. But I'm better enough that I could do the voiceover. Okay, again, have the most beautiful day, and I'll see you next time. Bye!